Hello everyone, and welcome back to Rise of the Phoenix, our fiery edge to our Ice Age challenge, where we are picking up right where we left off because we have a phoenix! This is not a drill, my friends! We have a phoenix and it has come through one of the most unexpected of avenues, Squash Blossom, who I am actually going to leave his name as Squash Blossom because it was gifted to him by his mother Rose, has just been born. Much to Makri's shock, Makri is his father, and he has just come down to see what Rose has been up to. He has found her bones, which is quite tragic because he still has the bones of his other two mates right over here. The poor guy. He is surrounded by his dead mates. What a tragic twist for Makri. He's kind of like the mate of shadows, the mate of ghosts at this point. But all of his children are quite healthy, and Squash Blossom is our very first heat-bodied double bat-winged baby, which in this challenge makes him our first phoenix. So we have our very first phoenix. It is not with feathers, despite my efforts of calling out and trying to get a feathered nicheling on this island. If it happens, we will have a special event called the Gift of the Phoenix Feather, where we will actually be able to have a whole bunch of our phoenix lines have wings as their mutation, so hopefully we can get the wings up and going. But batwing, birdwing, pretty much the same thing. And the purpose of it is to fly, and fly we now can. So today is Rise of the Phoenix. Makri has just discovered his son, like here in this nest, and that makes our second of our flying nichelings, because little Zushudan, also of Makri's line, so Squash Blossom's half-brother, has finally grown of age and is about to help erase the sorrow of the queen and the king of phoenixes, who themselves cannot fly nor have heat body, by being able to show off his flying skills, which is fantastic because the king and the queen are currently in mourning as their youngest daughter, Flicker, is quite weak. She is one of the weakest that we have ever had born, and she is unfortunately going to be sent over to Stringbean to watch over her and eat some toxic berries so that little Flicker doesn't have to suffer very long in this life. And that's terribly cruel and harsh, and something we rarely do in any of our nicheling challenges, but this is the Rise of the Phoenix, and they had made a pact, this queen and king, that Honey, who is blind, would be allowed to take up the position of queen and follow in Phoenix's footsteps if they listened to Phoenix's words. So Phoenix as in Flame's mother, who took control of the tribe through a very powerful and aggressive move, and told them that never are they to allow any nicheling who does not have a heart of ember nor a trait of the Ice Age nobles to be a drain on the tribe, basically. And so little Flicker is very sick, and she's being sent gently down to spend time with Stringbean to eat some of the toxic berries that are down here. We have never ever done something like that before, though I see in the comments all the time, you guys are like, yeah, I just throw my sickly nichelings in the water until they drown. We don't really do that here, but the king and the queen feel pressured to set an example. Not a cruel example, but an example of how sacrifices must be made if they are going to be able to have the rise of the phoenixes and basically save the world in the future. Oh, it's gonna be a doozy. And there's that male again! Get him, Flame! Get him! Alright, Flame is trying to defend the area by that terrible male. Honey is going to jump up to try to listen what is going on. She's also going to call out. And then, what will we do? Zushudan, can you attack? Zushudan is going to show us his very first flying ability by flying to his king's side, his kind of adoptive father and king's side, and assisting with chasing down this rogue. The entire tribe, especially I think Lily Yuka. Do they smell good to each other? Phooey. They don't smell the best to each other, unfortunately. Little Yuka, I think, would have been quite impressed by that, though, and she would be like, wow, that was amazing. Because, come on, it's really impressive watching him fly. And we do need more help to possibly call out, and we need to get a little bit more done. So we'll have Yuka come over. I think she might try to get the mole. We might try to eat that mole in a minute. We'll have little Pepper do a couple calls because we're still trying to gather as many nichelings as we can to be either our collectors or bring me the freaking Batwing that I really, really want. Ralro is still practicing his heat body skills at being able to be one of the only nichelings on the island who can destroy the tough grass. And I think that little Nameli is quite distressed to see that terrible rogue back. She's trying to gather the stinky fruit, but I can only imagine her paws are shaking as she sees this terrible creature, and she might seek protection of the queen and have her baby in this little protective triangle over here soon. All right, what do we have going down here? Meanwhile, Taro has been helping to gather a lot of food, but I do think that he has heard the call. Taro, B and G immunity. And Pepper, I and H immunity. He has heard Pepper's call, and I think that he's quite intrigued at what is going on over there. Does she have recessive? She does have recessive hammertail, and they would make good mates. So I think he's going to start wandering to see what's going on. Meanwhile, his brother will go ahead and pluck away at the grass and gather up some food with his father. And they'll make way for his mother, Rico, who only has 3 days left, unfortunately, to have another little sibling. So Rico's going to get herself quite cozy. We're going to let her make a little nest, and she's going to give out a little purr to her son to wish him well at just going a little bit away from the family nest and see what all of that calling is about. Rota will pop over here to help his son Ash, who is B and G immunity. Hey now. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think that we may have a competition between the brothers. Oh my gosh. Let's see. A and H immunity. Oh my goodness. The brothers, I think, have finally gotten old enough. They're starting to think about girls. They're hearing some girls call. Midi would be I and B, B and G. Not the best mate, but she is a princess of the main line. The boys, I think, have gotten old enough to start thinking about the ladies. H and K. Ooh, Tabasha. You would be a good mate too. Ooh, I wonder if Ash might actually go over to Tabasha. But that recessive hammertail is pretty darn important. Ooh, there is time left to think about it. For now, the children are rushing through the island, kind of playing side by side, doing a little exploring. Any bunnels? There is a bunnel over here. And over here! Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. And then down here, let's see, Tempe has gathered up some bunnel meat too. We're finally starting to do some things, and little Jakar is going to, he's got a noble trait with the Saber-tooth fang, but not a lot of noble traits. He's going to stumble down this direction. Alright, meanwhile, Kikar only has 1 day left to live, and his child here in the shadows with the princess, Bakishu, who I think I kind of want to, I don't know, that's kind of a cool name, but I kind of want to rename him. Solar. We'll name him Solar. Solar? Well, oh, he has Stinky Tail! Oh my gosh, you amazing creature. I don't know what to name him. His mother is Ember. His father is Kikar. Imka? Keeper? No. Solar. I have the Fruitlies name list still in. That's why everybody is ending up with the name Squash Blossom. And all of these other things. But I really want to actually like have names related to flame and fire, but I feel like this guy is a little bit more laid back. So I'm gonna name him Imkar. There we go. Imkar, and that will also make it clear that he is the half-brother of Rikar. We've got a lot of nichelings now. And I do think that Ember is impressed enough with the child that she has just had that she'd be willing to consider another one, another shocking twist of having another baby, if Kikar can convince her. Oh, Oh, okay. He wasn't able just to convince her on the strength of his previous child. It is the last day, and she is like that he is going to be alive, and she is going to have to show up to the rest of the tribe. The princess having just, you know, wandered to do a little bit of learning with a baby already, which is a little bit of a shock. A little bit of a shock, and she's going to have to justify that her son is indeed of the flame line and the noble line. He actually has really strong traits. I don't know. Can you convince her, Kikar? Maybe remind her of your noble lineage. Insist that 2 children is better chances for the tribe. Oh, all right. She agreed with you. 2 children is better chances for the tribe. And he can gather up some food in his final moments. This tribe just dies too quickly because they're still on the normal time of like life length and pregnancy length. But once we get to 5 little phoenixes and have unlocked a few more of the genes like purr snout and the peacock tail, and once we have unlocked bird beak, then we will be ready to leave. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right. Holy babies! Holy babies, Batman! Or I guess we really are like Bat Phoenix. Oh, he has passed away, but he has left behind Chanelki. What the heck kind of name is that? Kiki. Oh, Kiki. He's left behind little Kiki. There we go. What a cool name for her. And she actually has saber fangs. Huzzah! 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 I need saber fang babies. That's fantastic. And little Imkar, poor fellow, his father has just passed away, but I think that he will hopefully be raised to be quite proud about his father. His mother is a princess after all, and I think that she is quite content with being able to take her son and her daughter over to her parents and show off her new babies just in time to see her own new sibling. Oh my gosh! Another one with saber fangs! So we have like an entire noble line now. I'm really beginning to think if with a little bit of luck, we might end up with some saber-fanged phoenixes. How cool would that be? Also, this guy's little name is Guana Banana, which is kind of hilarious. He's the child of Honey and Flame. He has got saber fangs. We just had a ton of saber fangs born. That's really cool. I think I'm gonna go ahead. Flame, sharp edge. He's actually full of sharp edges and slices. Slice, flame, sword, edge, dagger. I'm trying to think of like sharp things. Maybe what's like fire and something sharp mixed together? Kind of like a forge? Iron? Huh. Irie? Maybe, yeah, we're gonna name him Irie, kind of like after iron. Like the iron that's in a forge, for instance. Forge instance. Haha. I like him. He's also got saber fangs. Holy cow, just saber fangs all over the entire island all of a sudden. This is very exciting. Pepper, there you go, my little dear. My goodness gracious. Oh, wow, and Raro is already fully grown. He actually, oh geez, we're gonna be able to start pairing everybody off and having some pretty successful babies pretty soon, if you ask me. All right, come on, Raro. I think that's the right ember color for you, maybe? It's so hard to tell. I'm gonna have to wait. I'll fix his ember color later. All right, and little Squash Blossom. He can now come with his father, Makri, who I think is going to be so proud to have a son with like the ability to fly, which is super awesome. And then we have Wintermelon. What a name. Oh my gosh, little Wintermelon. Rico still has enough chime for one more child. I might risk it for the biscuit because she has great ones. But he is the little brother of Ash and the little brother of Taro. And I think I might go ahead and rename him Wiko? Like Winto? Let's see, is Rota Winta. Let's see. Let's go with Rinta. Rinta? Let's go with Rinta. Kind of like he can rind things with his claws. Gosh, we've got so many nichelings again. That's always when the story tends to slow down a bit. So sorry about that, guys. Well, you know what? Not sorry. I'm doing my best. I shouldn't apologize for doing my best. All right. However, we've got a lot of babies. We will start keeping an eye. The heat body nichelings are going to be the most important ones to kind of keep an eye on. Avast ye! Rogue! You think you can just like get away from us like that? I don't think so. Take this! Flame did it! He has defended the tribe! Huzzah! He has been able to protect his mate. He has been able to protect the others in the tribe. I think that he would be quite proud about that. And now, without further ado, can we do something cool? Zushudan, I think, is going to show off his wings and whoosh, fly into the center of the island. I think everybody just would be stunned. They would feel the awe of watching him fly. We need to fly a lot more in order to unlock bird beak, unfortunately. But I think the entire island would just be stunned watching him fly and feel that it truly is a time of greatness. And when they learn of little Squash Blossom's existence and his ability to fly too, that is only going to make things even better. So for the rest of today, we're gonna have a pair of sisters call out and try to help me unlock some of the genes. Like I said, bird beak, hopefully bird wing if we ever get another wanderer coming by. Peacock tail and snout are the genes that I want to unlock while we are still here. So with that in mind, and I do want to gather up as much food and actually Raro is serving a vital purpose by getting as much food and a tree stump. Raro, you can call out too! As much food and as much nesting material as possible. Also, poor little Flicker. She's so sickly and she's been sent over to try to help not be quite so sickly with the I just feel so bad. We have quite a bit of food, but I feel she's the only sickly nicheling on the island right now. And she's so weak. I think that the king and queen would kind of gently think that it's a good thing, a better thing for everyone. They must learn to be more merciless. A time of plenty must just provide a benefit for the future. It must not just be something that we appreciate in the moment. And we do need to gather up. If we can unlock Toxic Body before we leave, that'd be amazing. And String Bean, I don't think, can do it on her own. So let's do a little bit more adventuring. I do think that Princess Ember is ready to take her children back to the other side of the island. It is a little tricky to find all of the... Tempeh! I didn't mean it, Tempeh! I just poisoned Tempeh! He was hungry and he just I saw berries. I didn't take a minute to see what they were. He can't see very well. Oh my gosh, I just fed him poison berries. At least we're a little closer to Toxic Body now. Oh geez, that was completely an accident though, guys, in that case. And little Ricard does have some nobility, but not a terrible lot. He can at least destroy a berry bush from time to time. So he can do that, and he can help look for bunnels. In fact, I think that's what he wants to do. He wants to kind of like race around looking for bunnels with the girls. But we're actually running low on bunnels too. Alright, Tabasha, if you don't mind. Is that almost everybody? Oh, here we go. Let's go ahead and get Rota over to... Here, let's swap Ash over. Rota is going to come and visit with his mate, Rico, who dearly loves him. But darling, we have 3 children to look after. Let's see, but Rota, Rico, she doesn't have very long. Darling, I don't have long. That reminded Rota to appreciate the time he has with his mate. Tragedy. Alright, and they have got their little one. We'll have to make a new nest, I think, so I'll just go ahead and destroy that. Meanwhile, their sons are going to start wiggling away soon in search of mates of their own. And let's go ahead and 1, 2... Namael, now that the evil rogue is gone, will feel comfortable enough to have the child that she has. And Honey, with the birth of her strong son, Ahi, I think would be very relieved, very proud. She'll give out a couple calls. I really want Birdwing, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. Oh, and the whale just let out one of the big giant, like, poofs. Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool. All right, and we have Mirimi, who's sickly. Another tragic tale for another tragic baby that will be sent down for String Bean to look after. Oh, that's so sad. String Bean suddenly is like kind of the nurse to sickly children, trying to feed them the toxic berries to help relieve their pain and let them slip through the world like easier. This is truly like a much more hardcore world than you would think. And Squash Blossom, our official phoenix, can fly. Let's do this. Ah, that's so awesome. Look at him. He's just taking off. Oh my gosh. And he landed straight on a tree stump that he might be able to call out on. This is awesome. All right, well, we just need to unlock some of the genes that we are after. We need to make sure we keep Heat Body in our Phoenix line and get, I would say, 3 to 5 Phoenixes up and going. And then we will be ready to see ourselves off of Titanic the Whale and pursue our adventures in the other realms, hopefully saving the world with the line of phoenixes that we are giving rise to right now. So right, my friends, we have some tragic moments. We have some amazing Saber-tooth moments really taking on the tribe. We've got some love stories. We have got some other kinds of stories. Maybe not quite as much love as much as, like, sorry about that, Tempeh. It was an accident. I didn't mean to feed you. Well, we've got all sorts of stories going on and more to come. So if you could, do please leave a like to leave another lucky phoenix feather. It clearly worked last time in our tribe. And if you would like to join this and literally thousands of our nicheling adventures, do please consider subscribing. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.